This is Josiah Plays Alpha Protocol. Alright, we're here on the mission to confront Nasri, the arms dealer, and I'm about to handle my business. I have a strategy that will work for this time. After I stopped the last time, I practiced for a little while extra and figured out a way to handle this room. So first thing I do is wait for that guy over on the right to turn around. Once he turns around and starts walking away, I creep on this guy with no peripheral vision. I fucked it up. Well, it's still gonna work though. It's still gonna work. Then I chain shot this cat. Other guy doesn't notice because he doesn't have peripheral vision either. Then I creep on him. Then I take hometown over here. And all that's left is the dude up at the top there who we know I can easily get to and take out. You see how easy that was compared to all the times I was trying to do it some other bullshit ass ways? I still almost fucked it up because I waited too long to go up on the first guy, and then I wasn't quite close enough to take him down, and I hit E, which actually did a melee attack into the air instead of... But it all worked out anyway. Undetected. All worked out anyway. So now we can go find this Nasri fellow. There's your prancing jog that you love so much. Some regular pistol ammo. Fancy. Here we go.
Mike, have you spotted Nasri?
He's right here. He's got nowhere to run. This should be quick. Give me a sec.
You, who are you?
A businessman.
You come all this way to do business? You blow up my merchandise, kill my men.
They're not big on conversation. I'm looking for a shipment of Halbeck missiles. Hand them over, and we both walk out of here.
The missiles? You're too late. Already gone. Sold. You caused all this trouble for nothing.
Sold to who?
I take their cash, not their names. You come a few days ago. Maybe you could have killed them instead of my men, eh?
Mike, this is bad news. If he's telling the truth.
I didn't kill his men,
What
though.
you do now, huh? Kill me? That not get your missiles back.
Mike, we need to know where those missiles went.
If we let him go, he could lead us to the people he sold the missiles to. Or they might come after him. Either way, we win.
But if he can't lead us to the buyers, then we've let a killer go, and more people will die. Remember that rocket attack in
Money, guns, yours, if you let me go.
What do I do? I'm gonna extort him.
I'll take the cash you made on the sales here, and the account number to the Saudi holdings you think no one knows about. It'll save me from having to hack the file.
Saudi holdings? But...
The cash and the account code.
I get you both. Here, I transmit to you. Number check out, see?
Good. Now get out of here before the Marines show.
Are you sure about this,
15,000.
Mike?
Yeah, if we just let him go without a bribe, he would have smelled a trap.
Ah.
I want him scared, not paranoid. And a little extra cash might prove useful later on.
Fair enough. Search the room, see what you can find.
Alright, handled. So now I can use Nasri later. He can come in handy further into the game. I get money out of him. But what consequences will there be to me not arresting or killing him? Who knows? Who knows? It's a tough decision, but that decision affects things. Anyway. I did 10 out of 10 objectives. I got 21 hidden loot. I acquired $97,500. I didn't know I'd get that much off of one mission. Holy shit. Now a $130,000 gun doesn't seem like that big of a deal. He didn't exactly look 33 or whatever he's supposed to be, did he? Alright, let's read this. Actually, hold on. Let's look at this side first. My first effect, I tranquilized 7 enemies. I knocked out 15 dudes by hand. And I triggered 1 alarm, but that was automatic. You couldn't do anything about it. Created 0 orphans. I still gave these guys $44,000 worth of medical bills, though. Ah, nice. The stolen Halbech missiles were tracked to a black market arms dealer, Omar Mohammed bin Nasri. He set up camp in an abandoned palace outside Zalim. Agent Thorton was dispatched to infiltrate Nasri's compound and discover the location of the missiles. I think, actually, Nox, what it is tranking people still counts as killing them for certain purposes. Like, sometimes if you trank people, the game tracks it as though you killed them for certain purposes and not for others. Whereas, if you shoot them, it counts them as killing them for all purposes. And that's when you start getting orphans created, when you're actually murdering people. The only way to avoid it ever saying that you might have killed somebody, because some of them are kind of bugged, so it counts tranking people as shooting them. But the only way is only if you do hand-to-hand takedowns only. But that's only on certain missions, like this one, and a few others. On most missions, if they say, don't kill anybody, you can still shoot people with tranks and they'll still say, okay, you didn't kill anybody. So it's a little bit weird. Agent Thornton was dispatched to infiltrate Nasri's compound and discover the location of the missiles. Agent Thornton successfully infiltrated the outer perimeter and got past Nasri's guards using only his persuasion skills. The guards eventually became aware of his presence, but by then Agent Thornton was already deep in the compound. Once inside, Agent Thornton reached the palace where Nasri was stationed, found his way in, and encountered several large stockpiles of weapons ready for clients in the region. Bonus objective. Agent Thornton found out information on Nasri's trafficking with a local Al-Samad cell in the region. Analysts are still examining the data, but agree that preliminary examination of the intelligence looks promising and the agent is to be commended. Bonus objective. Agent Thornton discovered a crate of stolen weapons and successfully rerouted the shipment to a new destination. Omar Mohammed bin Nasri was intercepted inside the palace. He surrendered almost immediately. Agent Thornton bargained with Nasri, and in exchange for letting him go, and so that his movements could be tracked, he received a substantial cash deposit from Nasri's Saudi holdings. Nasri's movements can now be monitored, helping intel gathering efforts, but he is still active in dealing munitions, which will continue to escalate violence in the region. So arms traffic in the region is unaffected. I get money, and we get increased intel options in Saudi Arabia. This is really the only way to go. I mean, I've done it the other 2 ways as well, but this is my favorite way to deal with Nasri. Because it keeps him in play, so you can interact with him later, you can get extra intel, stuff like that. Yeah, as an in-universe explanation, Nasri wouldn't have necessarily known none of the collapsed guys were dead. Well, yeah, he could have just assumed that. If I walked in that room, I must have killed his men, right? Because he had armed men that were ordered to kill anybody on sight, so he could assume that I must have killed all of them. I walk into the room holding a silenced pistol, and I'm past all of his guards. He's probably not going to assume that I tranked them with extremely expensive trank bullets. He's probably going to assume that I shot them. Josiah loves war profiteering. Yeah, war profiteering. It's only good when I do it. I don't remember what level you have to hit to be able to go up past 5. I think it's level 5. So I'm gonna save my points still. Gonna save my points. The blown up merchandise comment. could be bugged from when I fired off the rockets and then reloaded the save. It could have thought that I did that, or it could be referring to something else. I'm not sure. Got plus 10 endurance for that limited bloodshed. That's nice. Dude, 50 people. Knowing full well that the ends justify the means, you let Nasri go, receiving a bribe as well as a connection, albeit a reluctant one, to the underground market. 5% weaponry discount from all sources. The perks are stacking up. Okay, we're doing good. I got new email. I'm gonna save this checkpoint. Watch some TV.
A devastating attack on a U.S. base in Tehran has left several Marines dead. An early morning raid by members of an as-of-yet unidentified group killed 20 soldiers and left over 30 injured. U.S. military sources say that the weapons used in the attack were more advanced than they are used to seeing, and that they suspect the munitions were supplied by a major arms dealer.
That's probably my fault.
In Washington today, Senator Patrick Darcy unveiled new legislation aimed at cleaning up the federal government.
We've seen this news story before.
Lobbyists' access to legislators.
So, all those Marines that just got killed might have been my fault, because the people that attacked them might have gotten their weapons from Nasri.
Affiliated with a corporation to stay 500 feet or more away from any member of the legislative branch.
Opponents of the bill have labeled it a draconian offense against free speech, and so laughably unenforceable as to render it a farce. Senator Darcy had no comment for INN News. Should American businesses be compensated if conflict arises in Asia? Legislation being discussed on Capitol Hill would assist with relocation costs for operations based in countries considered hostile to the United States. Detractors in both parties have attacked the bill as a massive bailout for companies that have outsourced American jobs. China and India are the largest destinations for offshore operations, with everything from manufacturing to software development being produced overseas for American businesses. Tensions continue to rise in the Far East as Taiwanese President Ronald Sung's independence rally approaches. The controversial politician has the Chinese government worried that he will formally declare independence, an action that would almost certainly lead to war.
High-level White House sources have told INN
I'm just checking to see if there's any other news stories that are new. I don't think so, though.
Move for independence, the U.S. Navy will take, quote, any and all measures to prevent Chinese aggression.
Meanwhile,
this story is very relevant to the plot later.
Issued a statement urging all parties to remain calm and rational, and to let diplomacy prevail. A devastating attack on a U.S. base in Tehran has
that was my fault. Spoiler alert, diplomacy does not prevail. Alright. Well, now I'm back, and I can check my email. I'll probably have email from Nasri. Be like, yo, now that we're buddies, check this shit out. Alright. Kind of like what is actually happening today. This game is prophetic. Alright, let's see what's on the computer. Email? I got one from Westridge to me. Email intercept. The government filters picked up something that might interest you. Good move letting Nasri go. Looks like he may lead us back to those missiles. If I were you, I'd take that money he paid you and snag some weapons off the black market. Working off the government radar means you can't always requisition everything you want, but it does mean not having to file expense reports. The message they intercepted. Oh, it's an intercepted message from Nasri. Cancel payments written to our man in Moscow. Moscow. I wonder if our story will take us there. The accounts have been wiped out. An American found me, broke into my place, and drew a gun on me. He let me go in exchange for money, and my pride, but did not say who he works for. Since bribery worked, I figure some government thug working for the CIA or Homeland Security. He came asking about missiles used to shoot down the passenger plane. I do not know if they are the ones from the source or the secondary shipment we received from our man in Moscow. So this is important information right here. I put on a show. Americans never believe you when you tell them you don't know anything. Find who sold us out to the Americans. I want names. If they are Al-Samad, Shahid must be told. If the leak is from Moscow, then we need to take other action. Assalamu, Nasri. So now we know there's a player in Russia involved in this whole thing. We're going to archive that. So then Mina writes back to the message that I wrote back to her. You're quite welcome. I appreciate the pleasantries, though I'd wager after a month or two at the agency you'll lose whatever good graces you learned in life before the protocol. Stay sharp, this job will kill you. Mina. And right now, I opt not to write back to her. And by opt, I mean I can't, but... So I have... 53,000... Didn't it just say... Yeah, Nasri linking me to desert cow pics. Didn't it just say that I had gotten like 90-something thousand on that mission? Where did that other money go? Because I only have 53,000 right now. Well, yeah, I have a discount on weapons now because of my connection with Nasri. An additional discount on top of the discounts I already had. Yeah, I have a discount on all this stuff. Alright, so do I can only put one mod in my armor at this time, so I can't buy any of this stuff. I don't think I need any gadgets. There's some intel I can buy. I don't think there's any accessory slot. Reduces damage. I don't like that. Crank rounds are sold out, but that's okay because I still have 81 of them. Went to pay those men's medical bills. I don't... Maybe. How in the hell do you buy intel for $4? See? It used to be... Look, it even tells you right here. Seeing as Nasri owes you his life, the least he can do is send supplies to your mission site for you to procure for an insultingly low price. So I'm getting discounts on some of the intel because I chose to let Nasri go. And sometimes you get additional intel available that you couldn't have gotten otherwise because of something like that too. It's dollar menu intel. Alright, I'm doing the airfield last for reasons. So I'm going to do the Jazan weapons stockpile next. So let's get all the intel for that. Additional supplies added to the investigate weapons stockpile mission. Alright, so Nasri hooked us up there. That saved me a few $1,000s. Bonus objective added to investigate weapons stockpile mission. Darcy's contact in the area is willing to provide you with special instructions on disabling the compound security for a price, of course. I'll take it. Reduction in enemy strength on investigate weapons stockpile mission. An American private military company is offering day contracts anywhere in the Mideast. For a small fee, the PMC will run a sortie not far out from Al-Samad's location and draw out any alert staff, leaving only the second-rate guards on duty when you show up. That's helpful. So, we want that. See, this is one of the ones where you can get a sniper rifle dropped into the mission for you. I'll buy that intel, even though I don't intend to use the sniper rifle, just because you have to buy a fuck ton of intel to get certain perks. So let's look at my intel. I've read these. Intel purchase confirmation. False attack. Attention, Landsnecht. Your services are required for supplemental support of a 138 infiltration. Authorization Zulu Paperclip 7. I will require a screening action east of Jazan to draw away firepower from my position. I will send the required 10% down payment immediately. Please contact Sean Darcy at Howbeck for payment in full. Full confidentiality is required on this matter. And this says the same thing as last time. So here I get a message. The previous from Sean says, "Hey Mikey, a contact of mine inside Al Samad has some information on the Jazan site, but he ain't going to talk unless he's properly paid up. Says he knows something about the security at the compound. Either way, you're the front man on this mission, so if you want to cough up the cash, just say the word. I'll even help you sign the expense report when we get back to the gray box. Sean." Then he writes, "So this guy on the inside says there's a decent security system being rigged up at the place, but the building isn't exactly built for modern wiring. So everything runs through one circuit breaker with no fail-safes. The circuit breaker you'll want to cut is pretty old and rusty. You'd probably overlook it unless you knew what you were looking for. I'll mark the map on your PDA with the location. Break that circuit breaker and it's lights out." And I'm pretty sure that you can't, like, you literally can't do anything with this circuit breaker if you didn't get this intel. And now we get a message. This is the message I sent to Nasri. "Remember how I didn't kill you? I'm calling in a favor. You're going to have some supplies delivered to an Al Samad facility outside of Jazan, and I'm going to pay you a fraction of what your merchandise is worth since you owe me your life. If you take this opportunity to warn the folks at the base that I'm coming your way, or fail to make the delivery, I'll make you regret it. Mike Thornton." "Yes, Mr. Thornton, I will do as you demand. I have little left after paying you from before, but I will find something you will like and perhaps pay off some of my debt to you. Nasri." Good times. I don't think I need to really do anything with my inventory. Oh, I might have some stuff to sell now. I've got my digital camouflage. Oh, I've got some ablative ceramic plates, for example. I could sell those. I'm not going to use them. And I do remember occasionally finding guns. Special guns. Well, I've got some other stuff anyway. Ablative, it's the British pronunciation. Man, you didn't even see the part with Sean either. You didn't even see what a douche he is. Maybe you did. Maybe you watched the VOD. For the part that you missed. Ablative is anti-Dracula armor. How do I sell stuff? This is how I sell stuff. Basic pistol sights. I can sell them. I can actually sell my submachine gun and all the submachine gun stuff I have. I had a shitload of rounds for the SMG. Selling all of this. Oh yeah, that's right. I haven't actually published it on YouTube yet, I forgot. I don't care about the interceptor armor, or the SWAT utility armor, or the ablative ceramic plates. Oh. I mean, I can sell things. I'm never going to use explosive grenades. Literally never. Or incendiary bombs. I'll keep the rest of this stuff. You can even find intel sometimes that you can sell. That's right, I forgot. Alright, we're good to go now. So now I have almost 70,000. Whoops, browser crashed. You're selling these things on eBay? Yes, on eBay. Well, black market spy eBay. Spy bay. Alright, it's time to go. It's time to go investigate the Josiah weapons stockpile. This mission's pretty cool. It has some twists. Don't you get a tossing explosives grenade perk? I don't know. I don't think so. I've already got the perk for throwing 50 grenades. I don't think there's a further perk beyond that for grenades. Oh, do I have any dossiers that I need to look at? That are updated? Westridge. Shahid. Fucking Sean. Look at this douche. Mina. She likes me quite a bit now. Reputation 5. Mina gets pissy if she stops liking you. If you do more and more stuff that pisses off Mina, she becomes, when she's like your handler and stuff, she becomes very rude to you if you make her unhappy. I did one playthrough where I just tried to make everybody as mad at me as I possibly could. Yeah, nothing new on Nasri. Oh, it's because I already have everything on Nasri. Alright, 33. That dude did not look no fucking 33. Alright. Josiah weapon stockpile. Go. Search for any trace of the stolen Halbeck missiles. My handler on this mission is going to be Sean. Oh, great. I get 10% gadget damage, though. Because I have a reputation of 1 with him. An Al-Samad detention camp on the outskirts of Jazan has had a spike in network activity, suggesting Al-Samad is stockpiling weapons there and possibly the Halbeck missiles as well. Infiltrate the camp, search for weapons stockpiles, then find their communications hub and upload any information from their server to our databanks. This is the one where I'm going in, under the cover of a sandstorm. Remember we read about that earlier. Alright, upload the information from the communications hub. You chorus Nasri to send supplies to the area. Darcy's contact revealed tricks to disabling the security throughout the compound. Reduce difficulty of hacks. Very nice. You hired a private military company to start a skirmish off-site and draw some guards from the compound. Expect weaker reserves personnel at the mission site. Perfect. Let's go.
What's up, Mikey? Problems already?
Just checking in. Had some questions about the mission and Alpha Protocol.
Well, I guess I should feel lucky you're not within shooting distance. After the cheap shots you took on the firing range.
Been with Alpha Protocol long?
Longer than you, so yeah, long enough.
There a problem?
I was just curious how you managed to get this mission instead of me. But if you don't want to tell me, that's fine too.
I don't remember asking for it so much as it being dumped in my lap.
So there wasn't even a discussion? I heard there was a chance I could have gone.
Never came up in conversation?
Huh. Alright. I thought you might have convinced Westridge not to send me. Guess I was wrong.
The Al-Samad detention camp where they got the weapon stockpiles? Anything you can tell me?
Getting satellite imagery of the area has been hard. My contacts haven't turned up much.
What's the problem with the imagery?
Camp's remote and dug into the side of a canyon. Beautiful view, but lousy for spying from above.
Anything else you can offer? I'd hate to go into this mission blind.
Actually, you may not have much choice, so I'm glad you asked. The thing about the camp is weather. Sandstorms are hitting the area pretty hard, which is to your advantage.
How?
It cuts down visibility for you
Sorry,
and
not
them.
that kind of
You need
sandstorm.
to sneak in before they know you're there. So just wait for the storm to kick up, then take them out.
All right, good to know.
Oh, one other thing. They've dug in deep, with a maze of tunnels beneath the camp. If they've got any weapons down there, it's gonna be a pain getting to them.
So what do you recommend?
They probably have as much trouble finding their way around as you do. So follow power lines or work lights when you can. Might guide you to where they've got their stockpiles.
Got it. If they use those same routes to move around, shouldn't be too hard to pick them off either.
I'll upload what maps I have to your PDA. They probably keep the weapons in the bottom of the base in case they, well, explode.
Sounds like you're gonna be my handler when I infiltrate the Al-Samad camp.
Yeah, I got stuck hand-holding you. Hope that's not a problem.
Nothing's wrong, just making sure we're good.
Look, orientation's one thing, a mission's another. People think I have an attitude, but it doesn't keep me from doing my job. I admit, I'd rather be on the mission. But you're the one Westridge picked, so let's get this done.
That's all I need. See you in the field, Darcy.
So I gained a lot of like with Darcy in that conversation. I could have taken a whole different track, but I'm kind of trying to be manipulative. Al-Samad detention camp.
Mikey, you there?
Yeah. Sit, Rep?
No radio chatter, no alarms. Looks like you did a good job of getting in under their radar. Wish our choppers could. Would have saved us a lot of trouble.
Bad intel?
No, sandstorms. They fuck with the satellite imagery. But they're great for someone moving in on foot. Lets you get in for the kill before the bad guys know you're there.
So, wait for a storm, use it as cover.
That's the idea. Probably won't be that simple. But hey, that's why they sent you instead of me, right?
So I got a better handler bonus from him, but I just think it's about gadgets anyway, so... Yeah, it's 20%. With Darcy watching your back, you have the advice of a trained tech specialist at your disposal. His guidance will improve the effectiveness of your technological weapons. So my grenades grenade harder, because Darcy's on the radio with me. Makes total sense. Well... I'm trying to get as many people with hand-to-hand rather than using the gun as possible. We'll see what this will... Inspector Gadget. I have a friend that pronounces the word gadget, gadget for some reason. Even though I've told him it's gadget. He still pronounces it gadget. So then I always make fun of him. Please don't turn around. Conveniently placed random duffel bag full of $1,000. Why not? Oh shit, that guy. See, that's not good. I don't like it when they... That's why I try to avoid using the gun, because sometimes they do that fire off their gun bullshit. And it's not great. I'm gonna reload. Even though I don't think he alerted anyone with that, I still don't like I don't like it. There was actually a Doctor Who episode, The Waters of Mars, that had a robot that would say gadget, gadget. Alright, that's cool. Everybody's favorite crouch walk. It was a very good episode. These guys have really poor visibility right now because of the sandstorm, which is good. Uh-oh, I can't take this guy right now. Not with that dude right there. I think I can creep on this guy right from here. And I don't think that other dude's gonna see the body. What is up, Sun Gniff? Goodbye, beautiful people. Have an awesome time zone. He says goodbye. I say hello. Wait, what? How you doing, son?
What's this?
Nothing? There's nothing to see here, buddy. I'm not really sure how that move knocks somebody unconscious, though. If you held somebody back and just full-on chopped them in the throat like that, it would indeed fuck them up, but it seems like what would happen is they would fall on the ground and be gasping and clutching at their throat as they're struggling to get oxygen. Not just, like, immediately fall unconscious. But, you know. I apparently don't know the secret spy techniques for how to chop somebody in the throat immediately to unconsciousness. You're as alright as you can be, you guess? Well, that doesn't sound like you're alright. That sounds bad. Are you in a lot of pain? Pretty sure you're killing them and just telling yourself you aren't. What's this guy gonna do? Nothing.
At the camp. They're dug in pretty deep.
Any sign of the radio tower?
Yeah, it's across the canyon from me. A lot of open ground in between.
Try not to get spotted. If you get trapped in there...
I know.
Here's the canyon itself. There's a dude down there, there's a dude over there, there's a dude right there. Probably more dudes out of range. A lot of dudes. That guy's on a big mounted gun. That guy's walking back and forth up there. That guy's walking forth, back and forth. Oh, look, and then there's that guy. And this dude down there. You can do cool stuff like blow up that truck. Like if you throw a grenade down there under the truck, you can blow up the truck when the guy is next to it and cause a huge distraction, but I'm trying to do things stealthier than that. You might be able to blow it up just by shooting the gas tank too, I'm not sure. You just slept for 90 minutes, you don't have your eyes. I stayed in bed for 16 hours. I didn't sleep the entire 16 hours. I probably only slept about 14 hours of it. I mean, I could night town that guy from here, but I don't know if he'll make noise or not. You know what I'm saying? Put on this ladder and hope you don't get noticed. Gotta be super sneaky. You're gonna assume he's the monster from Jeepers Creepers? He's like inserting eyes into his head right now. Here comes this dude. Don't think he'll see me. I'm flaged. This seems like a good time to hop down. Come over here. Go up this ladder. Creep on this dude. Take this convenient 1,000. Oh shit, there's a guy right there. Better get him quick. Okay. I mean, I can't just cap that guy anyway, because that dude up above will totally see his body and get suspicious. There's two guys right there. There's that guy. And there's that guy. Are there more dudes over this way? I don't remember. Jeepers, creepers, where'd you get those peepers? Jeepers, creepers, where'd you get those eyes? That's a weird fucking song when you think about it. How are you complimenting somebody's eyes by using the phrase Jeepers Creepers? Like, I don't know that I'm going to work the word creepers into any compliment I'm giving somebody. And since it's given the context of the song and the time period, it's presumably supposed to be a song complimenting a woman's eyes by telling her her eyes are creepers? Wait, what? How does that even? So this guy here, let's go up this ladder. I'm reminded of Baba Yaga who liked her eyes scream. I don't remember who you're talking about. Alright, so there's the edge of the base. I can jump on this mounted gun and just wreak havoc. Or wreak havoc. But with like actual reckoning. 23 skidoo, Josiah. That guy can't see me from back there. Nobody can see me. Some more duffel bag. Another mounted gun I could use. No, no, no. Get off the gun. This seems like an okay time to climb down. Let's creep in here just so we don't get spotted. Yeah, I thought Baba Yaga was in Quest for Glory 4, but I couldn't remember. Punny Bones, the gnome that Saito loved so much. I love those 3 guys in town that are like really funny. Okay. The question is... No, 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 Question is, can I get this guy somewhere without... I could try Noisemaker, but I don't see it leading to good things. I mean, I could definitely creep up on this dude and knock him out, but I think I need to take out the guys upstairs first. There's a dude right there, looking this way. Now there's that guy. Oh, that other guy's up above, I see. That's the guy I was thinking of. Is he about to spot me? Because I'm kind of right here. I guess not. He wasn't quite looking at the right angle to see me. Go in there. Alright, we should be able to get this guy behind the gun pretty easy now. Hanging out on a ladder in plain sight. Hey, I'm camouflaged. Alright, now I should be able to take that guy out with no problem. What's he gonna do? It's going that way.
Huh?
Oh man! I didn't get close enough to him for the takedown. Fucking wasted my evasion there. Okay, now there's just that one guy up top. There's also a door I can't go in. I jumped the gun on pressing E. I ran up on him and pressed E, but I wasn't actually up on him enough. Not enough on him. Need to get more on the dude before you press your E. Blending into the jungle by constantly yelling, "Caw, caw, I'm a bird!" Hey, that works. Alright. So now, I'm gonna go up here. Let's hang out on a ladder again. Oh fuck. There he is. Not a very perceptive dude.
Found the radio tower.
Now look for the generator. Should be in a building nearby.
Alright, let's find this alleged generator. Oh, you have to worry about our bird watchers. In the jungle, the mighty jungle, the lion sleeps tonight. A wee my way, a wee my way, a wee my way. Ooh, $5,000 sitting in a briefcase. And some dossier information on Al-Samad. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, and here's my map for the mission. I need to disrupt the power supply and find alternate access. This map doesn't really very well cover all these subterranean parts of this, though. Al-Samad. Al-Samad soldiers are loyal, but not generally well trained. Yeah, I've seen. Elite agents amongst the ranks of the organization, usually identified by red ski masks, have better training and weapons than the rank and file. Al-Samad's danger lies in their numbers and their quick response time in calling out alarms and alerting the rest of their cells of any intruders. They are usually armed with dated assault rifles. Thanks, boss. Appreciate the bits. Bits for bardsmanship. Are you throwing bits at Josiah like he's a stripper? Hey, I would love to be a stripper. I don't know if I'd love to be a stripper exactly, but I certainly don't see anything wrong with it. It's a noble profession. A lot of people don't realize. Isn't there a guy up here? Oh god, I just remembered a thing that happens on this mission that's such a pain in the ass. There might be a lot of reloads at some point. Alright, well there's the generator. There's a zip line that helpfully goes across there.
Generator's cut.
Got it. I'll signal the choppers now. Can you get to their main computer beneath the camp?
I think a way just opened up.
Disrupt power supply. So now some new dudes have a— No, 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 I didn't mean to do that! That was not stealth. I like how the one dude just like was standing there looking the other way while the other guy was shooting at me. Like, I don't hear anything. I didn't mean to use that zip line. I was just trying to snap to cover, and instead I used zip line. So now there's some new dudes that I need to deal with. No, the zip line is the I'm gonna go loud route. We're not gonna go loud. Imagine Thornton was yelling, "I'm stealthy!" while doing that. Oh shit, right? So now there's 3 guys down there, I think. This is where it's fun to get on the gun. To get on the big gun in the corner. And just like lay waste to these dudes. But I'm not going to. I'm a fucking ghost. Oh, there's a guy right there too. Can I even creep on this guy without... Because I can't... It won't let me, like, hop over. Unfortunately. Might need to use a little pistol magic on this guy. Josiah always talks about the fun of getting on another man's big gun. Yeah. It is fun. I could just chain shot these guys. I'm thinking that guy might not notice if I take out this guy, though. Because he's looking the other way a little bit. This dude is oh motherfucking oblivious. But I also have high stealth, plus... Oh, perk acquired black belt. Let's take a look. You've defeated 50 enemies with hand-to-hand attacks, plus 1 damage to my close quarter combat strikes. Cool. Alright, dudes have been taken out. Now I can go in these doors. And now we head underground. That will be some exciting shit for our next episode. That's gonna do it for this one. If you're watching this stream, don't go anywhere because I'm not done playing. If you're watching on YouTube, that's gonna do it for this episode. So thank you for watching. This has been Josiah Plays Alpha Protocol.